He's in with wrong type, he's in with Dave Hitman. He's in with wrong type. And I came to get him out so he gets a little bit older and too big for his boots. You know, I mean, Dave's a decent guy, don't get me wrong, but he can be a planker on the radio and Lee takes it too serious, Roger.
No, there's no wrong with David actually, he's on side now.
I know, I'm not stupid, I know, I'm not stupid, I've been doing this 13 years, I know you're listening, I'm not stupid, that's why I've come straight FM so it near me.
So I ain't got OM.
Eh?
So I ain't got OM.
I'm not stupid, Lee, I'm not stupid, I'm just having a word with you now. I'm glad you've broke in because you're too eager to speak, aren't you? Right, I'm going to tell you something now, if you don't cut the old, I won't say banging, but speaking to your elders like you shouldn't do, okay, I'm going to have a word with your father, Roger.
Well, if they speak to me rotten, I'll do the same to them.
You what? Say that again.
If folks speak to me rotten, well, whatever somebody gives me, yeah, they get it back.
Just a minute, son. Take this, Karen, take this, okay? Just a minute, son. Right, I'm going to tell you something now. I wasn't on frequency when you were talking to a certain Bravo Tango member. But I'm going to tell you something now, son. You don't speak like that to any members at any club, especially when you're a member of the club. You know, it's not, as we'll call manly, although you ain't reached that age yet. But what I would say to you is just cut it down a little bit, Roger.
I'm just telling you, like, but whatever somebody gives me, don't get, well, like I say, but, well, it depends, like, doesn't it? If, whatever somebody gives me, you know, I don't sit there and let them do it, you know, they get it back, you know, it don't, but, you know.
Just one moment, Lee, just one moment. Now then, I was speaking to Karen, well, should I say Karen was speaking to me about Richard being in touch with telephone, and I was explaining to Karen that about what I was...
David, outside.
Okay, Richard 2-3, about David, I'm doing for him, okay, because his radio...
David, copy.
You broke in, a 15-year-old boy broke in and said to me, I treat Richard like a father. What you don't know, Richard, what you don't know is that I don't have a father. So straight away, I lost my father many years ago. Okay? Now then, I may treat Richard like a father. I treat him as a very, very good friend. Okay? So what I'm telling you is, you said that before I broke into you and pulled you down 1 or 2 pegs. I've been transmitting now 13 years, so I'm not going to speak to anybody unless they upset me. You didn't actually upset me because you're only a little whippersnapper. But what I'm saying is to you, you want to cut this silly chitter-chatter out, okay? And it's a wonder, Dave Hitman, Stuart hasn't been on it yet about all this, because you're going a bit overboard now. Coming in like that and mentioning all these silly words like six and that, deliberately, if you were saying them in fun, we can understand that. So what I would do if I was you, Lee, is just cut it down a bit. I don't know you, I've never eyeballed you. I will eyeball you one day if you keep this silly idea of breaking in like that up. I'm going to tell you, because what I will do is I'll just go and have a word with your father while you're at school, Roger.
Oh yeah, wait, shut up, yeah, I know about that, yeah. But the thing is, you just come on this channel, cutting all this crap about, he's in with all wrong crowd here, he's in with David, man. Now, are you outside, David?
Yeah, I am.
Right, are you wrong crowd?
Well, I don't know, I call a spade, like, you know, that's me. I don't know, there's no that, you know, whether I'm right crowd or wrong crowd. I'm afraid I'm not going to change, well, I can't change myself, and, you know, I'm not going to really try to. You know, I'm me, and as far as, you know, some people, you know, personalities clash and everything else, but I'm me, and there's nothing either me or anybody else can do about it, so if I'm considered wrong crowd, I'm afraid I'm sorry.
Well, he's just been bringing you down, hasn't he? I'm in with wrong crowd, and you're what wrong crowd, and that's what name I heard mentioned, it, man.
A person is a person, take it all in.
Well, I'm not... I don't know, I don't like getting involved in arguments and everything else. But, yeah, granted, okay. I'll admit Lee probably got a little bit giddy there, but obviously Lee's a young lad, and I'm sure, well, obviously, when you said he treats him like a father, obviously that was just Lee talking. There was nothing that was, there was nothing intentional meant there. You can't have known any, about your father or anything like that. I'm sure, there was nobody meant to upset, but I'm afraid, I don't know. It's just a silly mistake, and I think best bet's to forget about it, to be honest. Whether I'm wrong crowd at right crowd, I couldn't care about it.
Roger, Dave. No, you've got me wrong there. You get me wrong there. I mean, I come straight to the point and say what I mean. You get me wrong there. When I said he's in with the wrong crowd, what I meant was to say, okay, I'm not trying to get at you and take it as he is speaking. I mean, I've eyeballed you, Dave. And I've eyeballed you, ain't I? But what I'm saying is, all you say, and you do a little bit of planking. I won't say head banging, I said planking. He takes it the other way and thinks he can do it, like a 10-year-old would be able to. I've heard him arguing with a certain member of this club, and it didn't go down too well with anybody. And, he comes on and does that like, you know what I mean? But he's only 15, granted. I know he's only 15, and so what I'm doing is, the person to actually tell him over the radio, okay, Dave, I met you, you're a nice guy, don't get me wrong there, but if you start planking about there, Dave, he takes it and thinks he can get away with it, you see, but it goes a bit OTT, coming out with a statement like that. I mean, I take it with a pinch of salt. I mean, good God, I'm too old for be taking things the wrong way. But what I will do, if he keeps it up there, Dave, and he knows I've told him myself there, I will go and have a word with his father, Roger.
Well, first point is, I don't think the situation with the other member that you were talking about, that's over and done with. Now that's past history. I don't think any parties involved in it really want to bring it up. Everything's been said as regards that, so I shan't say anything. That's something I don't think, that was a misunderstanding, and we'll just call it that, and it was. But that's more or less sorted out. It's all calmed down, people have seen it. End of story. But with regard to conduct of people on the frequency, I do appreciate, I do plank a fair amount, and if Lee does take it the wrong way, I suppose from time to time he might, or whatever. Bear in mind, I earn my living being a planker. I'm a professional disc jockey. That's what I do for a living. I work nightclubs, pubs, all sorts, and I've been doing for the past, few years. That's me. I'm afraid, I shan't change really. Come on the radio really to have a good time or laughing a joke with people. And if there's anybody on Channel 19, for instance, like today, there's been a lad on, and he's just gone 1-9 Roger. And then before he spoke, he was doing it, and was playing the game there, not upsetting anybody. I don't know. I don't use the radio. I don't come on the radio just to be serious. I come on it. I like working radios. I like seeing how they work inside. And most of all, I like talking on them to interesting people about whatever. And I don't know. I'm very sorry if I am influencing him in the wrong manner. I don't know. But I can assure you one thing, Mark. Most of the time, his father does have, as you well know, he does have a great interest in what he's doing. So there is the fatherly, the fatherly hand there behind him, and a lot. If he, he'll not step out of line, because I know his dad won't let him, and I can say that honestly. That's the truth, Mark.
Yeah, it's a misunderstanding the first time round there, Dave. I do appreciate what you're saying there, mate. I do appreciate it. I've been at it too long. I've been at it since 1978. I've gone through all this before. That's why I take it with a pinch of salt when I said I'm going to have a word with his father. That's a put-off for him to stop actually doing it. I wouldn't actually have a word with his father till he actually did it seriously. No, okay there. It's a misunderstanding the first time round. This is the second time. So his third time is lucky there. So, what it is, you see, Lee, let's say, how can I explain this? Oh, shit if he does. He does let his mouth run away with him sometimes, and he's got to have the last word. unfortunately. He's got to have the last word. And he's been in the wrong tonight speaking to me in that manner, especially when it came on saying that straight away, which I take with a pinch of salt because I've heard, I've been called many, many names in years gone by. So I will lie on my grass bed there and just let it drop anyway. But what I've actually saying to Lee, what I was trying to get round to say to him, is don't do it. Don't do it to anybody, whether the members or not members, But that's what I'm trying to say to you, Lee. Just let it die, Just, if anybody draws you, just take it with a pinch of salt, switch the old radio off, which I've done many a time. I wasn't going to do it tonight because I wanted to get through to you. That's what it is. No disrespect to Dave there. Just, what I should do is just let it die down. If anybody draws you, just let it die down there. I ain't drawn you tonight, you ain't drawn me. Fair enough, it's just been a misunderstanding again. But like I said, just watch what you say. Upset people when you don't know you're upsetting them, Roger.
Yeah, one thing's the other day, right? Somebody was banging on me. They banged me for about half an hour. I found them out, I know it was. I had banged on them for about an hour. Tell you something, they didn't do it again.
That's all wrong, Lee. What you want to do is, you see, you're coming out now. They could be listening to you speaking and think, what a what? You know what I mean? Well, I've gone through this before. I've been an headbanger myself.
I don't care what I think, I don't know. He didn't do it again. So yeah, he did what I want. But the day after, he didn't, he knew what I want, and he didn't do it again. That's taking into account.
But what I'm saying is, you come across people like that who try and buzz your out. They'll buy a 600 watt linear, right? They'll buy a 600 watt linear and blast you off at air. And then when you shut down your station, you haven't, it's all too, but when you shut down your station and they've nobody to headbang, because of course they've spent all this money, what they've got to do, they've got to sell it. They sell it at a loss. So what you do when somebody's doing out like that is just switch off, just go away from radio. That's what I do. That's what I do. But what I should do, Lee, is just steady yourself down there, because you're going to get yourself into a situation where everybody's going to key your heart, and same with you with them. Just what you want to do is just back down to them. I do. To find out in life, you've got to back down time. And on this payment, I know, back down. Other one I know. But that's what I would do if I were you, Lee. Roger?
Yeah. 20 minutes, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Lee, forget about it. Mark.
Yeah.
Mark. Yeah. I think there's been a few, people have said, a lot of things, mate. I think Mark, favourite really is, this is not worth really discussing on the air, that this sort of thing is best discussed off air anyway, Mark, so, perhaps, next meeting or whatever. Okay, Mark. Yeah, I don't think, honestly, with all and sundry listening, I think dirty washing shouldn't be hung out on here.
Exactly. There's been no names mentioned, nothing else, but that's what I was trying to explain to Lee. But fair enough, the subject's dropped now, Lee, okay? The subject's dropped. I forgive and forget myself, and once I eyeball you, I will shake your hand. But, and I won't have a word with your father, I'm not that stupid. But like I said, that's what I would do, just, like Dave says, forget about it, okay? Forget about it, and let sleeping dogs lie. Okay, Lee, take it up with Karen then, Roger.
Yeah. Not really, because it's not been on radio that long anyway, because it's all going. I advertised it last night.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
8 point, Lee. Yeah, Karen.
Yeah, it's not as though you're a bad influence, Lee. You know how we muck around on channels and everything. Lee does it. We'll admit it's in a bit of fun, but at times Lee takes it too far and he thinks he can get away with it.
Yeah, he's a young lad, and, well, to be honest, I don't think, Karen, I don't think anything's better off discussed on the air. We've learnt that from last thing. I'm afraid it will do club and everybody else concerned a lot more good if it's all discussed around the table or whatever. As I say, I think it's something that can drop, but, as what has been said, I think it's all been taken, in, understood, and everything else. I think we all know what crack is with it, and it's best bet just to leave it at there. Nobody threatened we're going to sell up, or let's just part friends on this one. But if there is any other dispute as regards this, I would suggest that you sort of you approach the club. If it's a club matter, approach the club, and don't talk about it on the air. That's, anything that is any personal reference that might upset anybody or anything like that. The favourites, if there's anything, if there's anybody comes into question, or I wouldn't like to think somebody was talking about me over the air, whether they be on another frequency or whatever. I think the best bet, there's always chances they'll be listening outside or whatever, and they'll get upset by it, and things can be taken the wrong way. You don't always get full side of it and everything else. I think favourite, if there's out like that, to obviously pop up and talk about it off the air anyway. That's my opinion.
Roger, well, it'll be discussed at meeting tomorrow anyway. We've got a committee meeting tomorrow, so it'll all be discussed at committee meeting tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think we've probably sorted this problem out, Karen. I think this is no longer a problem. I think this is no longer a problem. But as regards the discussion, I think probably conduct of the. I know there is reference to it in the actual brochure, but I think probably conduct is something you might have to discuss and amend on it.
Roger, yeah, same as if anybody does stand on him. He shouldn't do that, he should just ignore it, let him do it. All he does is find it. We've had phone calls about Lee on 19 when he'd got his knee off. We'd had phone calls about it, and we've just been ignoring it. And we just can't keep doing it, Dave, I'm sorry. I wish we could, but we cannot. We've had phone calls left, right and centre about it. And there's one subject which will be fetched up at meeting tomorrow anyway, so I don't really know what'll happen.
Suppose it's about me, innit?
Anyway, that's something.
Suppose it's about me, innit?
Above air. I think there shouldn't have been anything said as regards that anyway. I think favourite is to, if there's anything to discuss it on the meeting. The CD, I don't think any of the internal affairs really should be discussed on here until they've all been properly talked out and everything else. Don't lead to squabbling arguments and everything else. I think the favourite is, rather than talking behind your little boxes and everything else, is for everybody to turn up and talk. All the bloody world can hear what's being said here, and there's nothing worse than washing than hanging your dirty washing out like. So, there you go, Karen. That's all I shall say. And I don't know, bad influence or whatever, or well, obviously, you said I'm not, but you know what I mean. I like to think I have a reasonably sensible head on my shoulders, and what I would say is, if there's any complaints or as regards anybody's personal conduct, it's best not to discuss it on here, because everybody else can hear it, and it all leads to a lot of backstabbing, and that's definitely good for no club, is it?
Karen, suppose it be about...
No, definitely not.
Karen,
Roger.
suppose it be about me, innit?
Eh?
Suppose it be about me.
Just kidding.
Hold up. Suppose it be about me, innit?
Lee, just don't worry about it.
It don't bother me, it don't bother me who talks behind my back, so, go carry on.
Karen.
Right.
Roger. And I think in all fairness, if there is to be disciplinary action against any member, I suggest that you actually invite the member down. Who is in, there's nothing worse than decisions being made without somebody being able to represent themselves. So if there's supposed to be disciplinary action, I would give whoever is there the opportunity, or whoever's concerned, the opportunity to defend themselves by coming down. I think that's the only way you can, the only thing, it's a club, you have to be as fair as you possibly can. And I think discussing it over the air really, not so much fair as, well, I'll leave it at this, not a good idea. So, I think favourites is ought to go up to 36 and forget about it for the time being. If it's ought to be brought up at meeting, as regards either me or Lee or any other members, I think, quite honestly, he wants discussing off air.
I'm like you, they're more like me.
Roger, Dave. Okay, forget about it. back up onto 36.
Don't bother me if you talk about me, catch you all later. So that load of rubbish anyway. Catch you. Don't bother. So
Lee, Eagle. It's alright. Enough said. Everybody else, they've everybody's heard their opinion. Forget it, Lee. Everybody pop up 36, that's best way. There's ought to be said. You know, I've repeated myself about 3 or 4 times now. Just carry some down, Lee. If you want to talk to me, I'll stay here if everybody else wants to drop in 36.
I might have about to eat, David, but mostly catch you.
Lee.
Dave,
Roger.
he's just kept everything's right and he shouldn't.
No, it's alright, Lee, lad's upset. That's what I said, Karen. That's what I said. Do not say anything on here. If there's ought to be said, say it in a club meeting, and then ask whatever member, tell him that there's, you've been asked by the committee to attend, there's something they want to say to you, and, they will discuss it there, but as far as talking on here, you're going to achieve absolutely nothing.
Dave.
Roger.
Mate, I don't know. Mate, I so.
If you do sell up, I'll be very surprised, Lee. Because, I'm going to sort your papers out for this. I expect you coming.
Well, I won't that yet, but, not really yet. He's done that. Catch you later, I'm switching off.
Lee, don't bother. Don't bother. Anyway, Lee, just hang about. Just hang outside. Just calm down a bit. Calm down. That's the last thing we want.
Dave,
Roger.
silly on here. Mark,
Roger.
you're up onto 36.
Okay then. Me,
Hello, who's that?
it's me, Mal.
You sound good, Mark. Where are you?
Bye bye. Karen?
Mark,
Yeah, Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, finish it now, you finish it off, Roger.
I've done it.
Yeah, he's obviously Lee's upset. So we'll finish it off there and, discuss it at the next meeting there. And I'll try and make, come down. Because it is pointless Lee selling up.
Okay.
But like I say, he's just like Dave says, it's best all forgotten now, Roger.
Roger, then. If I was Roderick, come on.
You're up, Bravo, Tango 4-2.
Roger, Alan.
Oh, on.
No, he's been on, he can't make it tomorrow. Told you.
I gave 5, Roger.
You look like I'm throwing dustbin.
Oh dear, I tell you what, they're a beautiful rig. You're absolutely first rate.